Hi, Kumar here, and in this video we're going to be talking about what you actually need to trade the Forex. So let's get started. First, we're going to need a broker account. This is simply the place you will log into and buy and sell your currencies. It is the gateway you use to interact with the foreign exchange market. Opening your broker account is really straightforward, and we will discuss this in greater detail later on in the training. The reason we don't need to cover it now is because it is not the broker account that is going to make you the money essentially. It's your understanding of the strategy we use in the market. The broker account is simply the place where you put your buy and sell orders in. But it's the applying of the strategy that makes the money. So we will cover all of that first. And then later on in the training modules, I will show you exactly how to open up and use your broker account. The next thing you need is the Forex charting software. This is, as discussed before, your eyes into the market. Without this, you can't apply the strategy because you won't be able to see graphically what the price is doing. Sure, you can see the actual price of the currency in the broker account, but we want to view the price both historically and the current price in a price chart format, not just a list of constantly changing exchange rates. Having said that, the broker account also gives you price charts for whichever currency you want to study. But I will show you a free resource now that gives you much more flexibility in the charting in terms of the functions and analysis tools you can use. And this charting software is also probably more user-friendly than the broker charts. The charting software is called Metatrader, and you can download it from within the Trader Tools section under the charting heading. So what I'm going to do now is just talk you through the installation of the charting software, and then I'll give you an overview of how to navigate around the charting software. So we're here on the members home page, and what we need to do is just scroll down, and on the left hand side there is Trader Tools here under the resources section. So if you just click on that, you will come to this page here, and we do have eSignal here as a charting software. And now that is, if I just open up the page, this is a premium software where you pay for the market data. So you can have a look at that, but if you don't want to pay, there is a free resource, a free charting software which is called Metatrader, and if you just click on the download button, you'll come to this page right here, and if you just click on the download Metatrader 4 here, then what you do is you simply click run, and then when this window appears, you click run again. Just select your language, click next again, then read the agreement and just click yes. That's just for the installation, and then click next. Then just specify where you want to install the program, and normally it's going to be in program files Metatrader, which is fine. Just click next, and you can select where you want it and just click next. So wherever you want it in your program group, so you can just click accessories or whatever, software or whatever, and then click next, and then just click next again, and it will start installing. So I'll just pause the video right now and I'll just wait for it to fully install. Okay, it's fully installed now, so just make sure the launch Metatrader 4 has been clicked and just click on finish. And so this page loads, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to it's going to say open an account. Now this is just a virtual account, so you just fill in your details here, and for the account type just select Forex USD, and the currency can be USD. Now the leverage, again, this isn't really important, we're just looking at the charting right now, so just select, you can leave it on 1 to 100, and the deposit, you can select any figure you want here. Then you have to click on I agree, and then you will click next once you've filled in all of the information. And then you'll come to this window here, and now all you need to do is just select whatever demo server there is here, because you're only doing a demo account. So just select whatever is here and click next. And what you have here is your login password and your investor number. So all you need to do is just make sure this is in a safe place. Just make a note of it and you simply click finish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out of Metatrader and then we'll go through how to open up Metatrader and how to use it. So you will find the Metatrader icon will be there on your desktop. So just double click on that. And then what you'll have is this window here. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to just clean up the window a bit. We're first going to get rid of, if you just press X here, you don't need half of the things here on the screen. We'll get rid of this navigator window as well. All we're really interested in are the charts right now. So we can leave this market watch window here, as we can easily go to whichever chart we want. And what we can do is let's just get rid of all of these charts, so we can just look at one chart at a time. So we'll just leave one chart here and we'll just expand it by pressing this middle button right here. And what we can do is if we just right click on the chart, click on indicators list, and this window will appear. Click on if there's any indicators here, as you can see there is one called MACD, highlight it and click delete. We're not interested in it right now, and then just click close. So now our chart is much bigger. And now what we also want to do is just change the color of the chart. So if we just right click, click on properties. Now you can obviously leave it the way it is, but it's much clearer having a white background. Of course, this is your preference, so you can change all these colors to whatever you want. But let me just show you what I recommend for these colors, and of course you can mix and match and play around with them later on. But let me just show you what the general standard normally is. So for the background we will go for white. For the foreground, black. The grid is fine at light slate gray or some silver gray color. The bar up, black. The bar down, black. The bull candle, green. The bear candle, red. The line graph can be black. Volumes is lime green or green is fine. And the R sign and stop levels could be red, that's fine. And so we just click on OK. Now what we want to do is right click on the chart, click on template and click on save template. So what this is going to do is always going to save this combination for your charts. So if you click on save template and then just name it whatever you want, standard or default or whatever you want to name it, and then just click save. Now anytime that you want to recall this, now it's always going to be on this setting, but just in case it doesn't, you can just right click on template, and then you can go to load template, or you can just select it from down here. There's standard, what I just named it, and it will, I mean obviously we're already on that so it wouldn't change to anything, but if it was a different setting you can always just right click template and just load it up by clicking on it. So here on the left we have the market watch window. We can just delete that if we want and just enlarge the chart. And then if we want it to reappear, we can just click on this icon here that says market watch and it will come back up. So let's just delete it right now because we don't really need it. We're just concerned with the charts right now. Now what I'm going to show you is how to change the charts for the different currency pairs. So if you just click on this button right here, which is a new chart window, so click on it. And then click on any one of these to change it to that particular currency pair. So let's just select USD JPY. So if we just click on this. So now what we've got here is the USD JPY chart. Now of course we've got the old settings here, so what we need to do is just quickly change it to the right settings. So if we right click, go to template and click on whatever you saved it as. I saved it as standard, and as you can see those particular colors come up. Now once you've done that, you don't need to keep changing it. You just need to do it for the first time, and just because we've installed this as a new software on our computer, it's coming up as the standard black chart. So in order to navigate through the different currency pairs, you just click on this and just scroll down and select whichever one you want. And you can also just click on the Forex and you get all of the Forex currency pairs, and you also have other Forex currency pairs here as well. So they're all here that you can just click on, select. First time you go through it, you're going to have the standard black chart. Just right click, click on template, select your template, and you've got the currency pair chart with the right colors now. Now you're also going to learn about something called the different chart types. Just to quickly let you know how you can toggle between the different chart types, there are these three buttons here. You've got the bar chart, which is also known as the OHLC. You've got the candlesticks by click on this button, and when you click on this button, you've got the line chart. We're going to go over all these chart types in the course, but when you want to toggle between them, you just select these three buttons here. For now, I'm going to just stick on the candlestick charts. What you're also going to learn in the course is time frames. Now, time frames are explained later on in the course, but when you want to toggle between time frames, you have these buttons right here. So you have the 1 minute chart with M1, the 5 minute chart with M5, the 15 minute chart with M15, the 30 minute chart with M30, the hourly chart with H1, the 4-hour chart with H4, the daily chart with D1, the weekly chart with W1, and the monthly chart with MN. Now these are all going to be explained later on in the course as well, so don't worry if you don't understand what time frames are. We're going to go over all of that, but when you want to toggle through it, you just have to click any of these buttons, and you get that currency pair through that time frame. So whatever currency pair you've selected through here, so if we're on Euro against US dollar, again we have to just set our template, and we just select the various different time frames, and we're getting Euro against US dollar in these particular time frames that we're selecting when we click on these buttons. Another quick thing I want to show you is that you can draw lines on the chart, and you do that by clicking either a vertical line or this button here, which is a horizontal line, or a trend line, which is a diagonal line. So if we click on trend line and then we just left click at one point of the chart, keep our button held and just move it to wherever we want, and then we can let go and the line stays on the chart. If you want to delete it, double click on the line and you can see these little red dots appear across the whole line, and then just click delete on your keyboard. That's pretty much it for the navigation of Metatrader. Please have a play around with the software and just get comfortable with the various different functions that you can use here. Toggle through the different currency pairs, just set the right colors for your charts, and just become acquainted with the software. This is what you're going to use in order to see the price of the currency pair, and this is what we're actually going to trade off as well. Now don't get worried. In the course we're going to go through exactly what this chart means, exactly what these green bars and these red bars mean, and exactly how to read these charts. But obviously in order to do that we first had to install the software in order to see these charts. So that's what we've done here, and now as you go through the course we're going to go through how to read these charts, what time frames mean, what the different chart types are, and also how to use these charts to make money. So now you can view the prices of the various currencies, and this is going to be the platform that you will be using every day to make a great income at home from the Forex. Have a play around with the software, and we will be going through how to use some of these tools in Metatrader as we come across it in the training. Now you may have already seen this in the pre-training, but just in case you didn't, I just want to stop the training for a second and share with you what the Forex has allowed me to do and what type of life I live. I get to enjoy a life of true freedom. I get to do whatever I want to do whenever I want. And it's something that everyone around me, my family and friends, they're all astonished with my success and my way of life. Of course I've done my hard work for it, but I always knew that the reward would be so much more than the work I've put in. I love the fact that I can trade from anywhere, because it means I can go to the most exotic places in the world and can sit on the beach and trade and make money while I'm on vacation. I mean, I just recently went to Bora Bora. I took my wife on holiday and I sat on the deck of my overwater villa and traded. I made money while I was vacationing in one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. I took a photo where I was trading actually. Let me just see if I can pull it up. Let me just pull up my pictures folder. Okay. Let me just try and find that picture. Now, it was truly a magnificent place. It's one of the best places I've ever seen, and I've been to many places. Just going to go to the picture that shows my deck that I was trading from. Oh, that was me there. That was me jet skiing as well. So this is it. This was my overwater villa, and it was just a beautiful morning that day, and I just got up and I thought I'll do a bit of trading. So I went out onto my deck and I traded. I mean, I had the beautiful colored sea there. I had an amazing view. I should have taken more pictures. This picture doesn't really do justice to my view, but it was an amazing place. And oh, there I am just logging on there. And I stayed at the St. Regis. As you can see, I'm logging on there. And St. Regis is one of the best resorts in Bora Bora, and it was just an amazing place. And it's amazing that I get to vacation in places like this and do something I love and make money while I'm there. It was just the perfect setting to be enjoying my life, making money, having fun, and spending time with my wife. That's the type of power that Forex trading gives you. Just imagine living in places like this and making money while vacationing. It's an amazing life, and the point I'm trying to make here is that is the type of life that trading creates for you. That freedom, that financial abundance, and of course a fun way to make money. This is just one of my vacation spots, but it's actually one of my favorites. This is a life you can have, and that is what I'm trying to give to you with Trade to Success University. I hope that's kind of inspired you to put in that work and actually do this, because the way to have this kind of life is here, right in front of you. You just need to do it. That action part is where most people fail, because they just don't do it. Well, it's really up to you in the end. I'm going to teach you some very powerful stuff here. The kind of powerful stuff that lets you vacation in places like Bora Bora and live life like this. Trading and making money while you're relaxing in the most exotic places in the world. Well, that was a little breather from the training. I just wanted to give you an insight into what kind of life you can have. Well, anyway, let's get straight back into it. Please continue with the training now. This is Kumar for Trade to Success University, and I'll see you in the next video.